So if you guys have not heard, Spider-Man is leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Apparently when they were doing negotiations between Sony and Disney to continue Spider-Man being in the MCU, things didn't go the way that Sony wanted, and they have since taken back Spider-Man. So if you guys did not know, Spider-Man is owned by Sony. They bought the rights to Spider-Man many years ago. Hence why the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire and stuff came out, and you never really saw Spider-Man in the MCU until recently. Well, we kind of got a little bit something special when they added Tom Holland to the MCU. I mean, he was in Endgame, he's had his own 2 movies, and they kind of were just sharing Spider-Man. I guess Sony was just kind of being nice. But, yeah, this is really stupid. A lot of people on the internet, on Twitter, and just I've seen YouTube comments, and there's so many people are angry, and I'm one of them. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, Spider-Man was one of the few things that was keeping me still interested. Like, after Endgame, I've seen the lineup of all these, like, movies and shows that are going to come. I'm not that interested in what's left, to be honest, because I mean, after some of my main characters have kind of left the franchise, kind of a bit of a spoiler there if you didn't see Endgame, but yeah, there's just not much going on. And what are they going to do with Spider-Man? Like, is Tom Holland going to be the same Spider-Man just with Sony? Because how's that going to work with the plot? Are they going to bring this Tom Holland Spider-Man over to like Venom and just do a collaboration there? Because a lot of people, when they made Venom, they wanted Spider-Man to get involved. Well, I mean, they could have easily just had a separate Spider-Man. If they use the same exact Spider-Man, they just have to completely pretend that the MCU stuff didn't exist. And it's just not going to make any sense. And where are they going to go in the MCU from here? Like, the end of the latest Spider-Man movie was just a complete, like, the cliffhanger. Like, I'm not going to go into spoilers for that movie, but the end of it, you're left thinking like, oh crap, what's going to happen next? Like, it's set up for another Spider-Man movie. Is Sony just going to continue that? Like, but it wouldn't make sense for Sony to continue that movie storyline because that involves all those MCU actors and characters. So I guess Spider-Man's just shot dead in the water, which my mind's blown. Like, I can't comprehend this, because why would they screw something like that up? And like, there's no way they can like push that under the rug. Like, that was a pretty big plot point at the end of the newest Spider-Man movie, at the end of Far From Home. Like, the ending of that movie was set up so like you have to watch future movies and you have to be invested in the MCU to figure out what's going to happen. And I just don't know. Sony is really, really screwed up. And I have lost a lot of respect for Sony. Now, recently they just bought out Insomniac Games, which also, I mean, that's the company that made the Spider-Man game on PS4. So maybe they're just trying to go all out on Spider-Man. They just want to own the rights to Spider-Man. Everything on PlayStation, they want to completely lock that down. They want to own Spider-Man exclusively for movies and TV shows and everything. So I guess maybe they're just going Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And it's really disappointing, because I really like Tom Holland in the MCU. He was one of the redeeming things for me. Now, I didn't think Far From Home was the greatest movie ever, but I did enjoy the movie. Like, I've actually enjoyed all of Tom Holland in the MCU. I like both his movies. I liked him in Infinity War. I liked him in Endgame. And it's just not going to be the same. I don't know where they're going to go from here, but I'm pretty disappointed. I don't want to see a reboot of another Spider-Man. Like, after 3, I mean, a 4th one is going to get pretty old. Like, a 4th one is just not going to work for me. So if they get a whole new actor, or if they even just completely change the plot of Spider-Man, it's just not going to work. And I don't think Sony can pull it off. If they just try to brush the MCU under the rug and use Tom Holland, it's not going to be the same. I don't think people are going to like that. I don't think it's going to be successful for them. I think a lot of people would protest that movie if it came out. And yeah, that's basically going to do it for this video. I just kind of wanted to rant and give my opinion on the situation. What do you guys think of Spider-Man What do you think of Sony taking back Spider-Man? And where do you think the movies are going to go from here? Do you think they're going to continue the storyline of like what happened after Far From Home? Like, what's the MCU going to do? Are they just going to pretend that it didn't happen? Is Sony going to just pick it up? Are they going to start fresh and just can Tom Holland? Like, there's so many different options. But this is pretty disappointing news, at least in my opinion, that is. But I'm sure some of you probably disagree. But regardless, let me know down in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to check out another video, and I will talk to you guys next time.